Hi everyone, welcome to our channel Math Time with Dhanaprasad. In AP and TS Poly Set Mathematics, we are in 9th chapter Tangents and Secant to a Circle. So here in this class we will define what is secant line, what is chord of a circle, what is tangent, what is point of contact. From a given point, how many tangents can be drawn to a circle, means the position of a point. With respect to the position of the point, we define the number of tangents to the circle. Similarly, when two circles are there, if they are touch each other, if they are internally touch each other, if they are externally touch each other, or one is away from other, how many tangents can be drawn? Very important concept. Based on this, we will see questions in poly set. At the same way, how to find area of a sector. Next one is how to find whenever a chord divides circle into two parts, we will see minor segment and major segment. How to find the area of the minor segment, the area of the major segment. In the same way, how to find the area between the chord and the sector. So all these are very easy. If you carefully observe what is going on, you can easily answer any question in poly set. So therefore in this video we discuss about all these points. In the next video we will see AP and TS Poly Set 2019, 18, 17, 16 question and answers. Secant line or simply secant. Secant line means a line which intersects the given circle at two distinct points and passes through those points is called secant line. For example, if you see, this is a circle of center at some C and radius R. Now any line which intersects the circle at two distinct points, మనం ఏ లైన్ తీసుకున్నా అది సర్కిల్ టూ డిస్టింక్ట్ పాయింట్స్ దగ్గర మనకి కట్ చేసుకుంటూ ఇంటర్సెక్ట్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళాలి. ఏ ఈజ్ ఏ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్, బి ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఏ వాట్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్. This line is called, the line L is called secant line because it intersects the given circle at A and at B. Therefore L is a secant line. Similarly, if I take one more line here, this is also a what? Secant line. It intersects the circle at C, which intersects the circle at D. So therefore we can have infinite secant lines to a given circle whenever the line intersects the circle at two distinct points. Second point is chord of the circle. So the chord of a circle means here whenever the secant line passes through the diameter. What is the diameter here? Any line passes through the center. This is center. If you see this line M, so this secant line passes through the center and intersects at 2 points, at some point P, at some point Q. So therefore this line is also a secant line, but this is called chord. PQ is called chord because it passes through what? Center of the circle. After that we see tangent. What is tangent? In case of secant line and chord, they are intersecting the circle at 2 points, but tangent means it touches the circle. T for tangent, T for touches the circle. It doesn't intersect at 2 points. So if I see here, if I take this line N is a tangent because the line N touches the circle at one and only 1 point. So each point I can draw a tangent. Therefore for a given circle I can draw infinite tangents to the circle. Infinite tangents. At each point I can draw tangent like this and so on. So therefore if you see the diagram here, what is L, what is M, what is N? All are lines, straight lines, no doubt. But L is a secant line which intersects the circle at two distinct points. Next, what is M? M is also a secant line which passes through the diameter of the circle. So therefore in this case the part PQ is called chord. Next, M is also a secant line but it touches the circle. Therefore it is called tangent. So this is the difference between secant line, chord and tangents. So now next point is when a point is given, how many tangents can be drawn to the given circle. For example, I will show you 3 cases in this case. Number of points, number of tangents from one point. When one point is given, how many tangents can be drawn to the circle? Let us see. So here this is a circle, the point is where? Outside the circle. So this is a circle, the point lies on the circle. This is a circle, the point lies inside the circle. సో P ఎక్కడైతే ఉందో దాని ప్లేస్ని బట్టి మనం ఎన్ని ట్యాంజెంట్స్ డ్రా చేయొచ్చు అనేది తెలుస్తుంది ఇక్కడ. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ P ఈజ్ ఏ పాయింట్ విచ్ లైస్ అవుట్ సైడ్ ద సర్కిల్. సర్కిల్కి బయట ఉంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి ఇలా మనం 1 ట్యాంజెంట్, ఇదే పాయింట్ నుంచి we can draw one more tangents. Therefore from a outside point P I can draw only 2 tangents. I can draw only 2 tangents to the circle from outside points. Whenever P lies on the circle, I can draw at this point, I can draw one and only one point or one and only one tangent. So whenever the point lies on the circle మీద point ఉంటే మనం ఒకే ఒక tangent మనం డ్రా చేయొచ్చు. Whenever the point lies inside the circle, we cannot draw any tangent, because tangent means which touches the circle. Tangent means which touches the circle. So here from this external point I can draw 2 tangents, because this tangent touches at this point, this tangent touches at this point. Similarly on a circle, if you take a point on the circle, we can draw one and only one tangent. Whenever the point lies inside the circle, we cannot draw a tangents. Therefore number of tangents is what? 0. So up to now we discussed 4 points. What is secant line, what is chord, what is tangent, what is number of tangents from one point, position of the point. Now we will see when 2 circles are given, what is the case, what is the number of tangents. Let us see point number 5. Let us see the number of tangent for 2 circles. So the 2 circles can be in 3 cases. See here, one circle is away from other circle. Next one circle touches the other circle externally. Another case, one circle touches the circle internally. So two circles can be, one is away from other, ఒకదాని నుంచి ఒకటి దూరంగా ఉండడం. రెండు, one touches the other circle, ఒకదాన్ని ఒకటి ఎక్స్టర్నల్గా టచ్ చేయడం ఇక్కడ. థర్డ్ కేస్, the 2 circles కూడా one is internally touching the other circle. In these 3 cases we have to say how many tangents are there. See here, whenever 2 circles are, one is away from other, see here, this is called common tangents. This is common tangent because this circle touches both the tangents. This is also a common tangent. Up to now we have seen 2 tangents. This is what? Third tangent. The tangent touches the circles here. So one more tangent. So let us. So here we have 4 common tangents whenever one circle is away from the other. ఒకదానికొకటి దూరంగా ఉంటే మనం ఇక్కడ 4 tangents మనం చూపించడం జరుగుతుంది. ఫస్ట్ ఇది 1 మీన్స్ సర్కిల్స్ రెండు కూడా ఒకే వైపు ఉన్నాయి, ఇక్కడ టచ్ చేస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ టచ్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ లైన్ కూడా తీసుకుంటే సెకండ్ ట్యాంజెంట్. సో ఇక్కడ టచ్ చేస్తుంది, ఇక్కడ టచ్ చేస్తుంది. 2 3, one circle lies one side, other circle lies other side. So this tangent touches this circle here, this tangent touches this circle here. This is what? Tangent number 3. Now tangent number 4, it touches here and where? Here. So therefore whenever one circle is away from other, ఒకదానికొకటి దూరంగా ఉంటే మనం 4 ట్యాంజెంట్లను డ్రా చేయొచ్చు. ఇన్ కేస్ టు వన్ సర్కిల్ టచెస్ ది అదర్ సర్కిల్, సో బయట నుంచి ఒకదానికొకటి టచ్ చేసుకుంటున్నప్పుడు చూస్తే టాంజెంట్ నెంబర్ 1 రెండిట్లకి కామన్గా. సో ఇక్కడ టాంజెంట్ నెంబర్ 3 విచ్ టచెస్ ద 2 సర్కిల్స్, టాంజెంట్ కామన్ టాంజెంట్స్ హియర్ వేర్ externally touching. So tangent number 3. So therefore the number of tangents, 3 tangents in case of they are touching externally. Now here you can see internally. Whenever the 2 circles touches internally, we can draw one and only one tangent. That circle touches here. So one tangent. So depends upon the situation, we'll give the tangents. One more condition is there. This is what? The circles are intersecting each other. The circles are intersecting each other. In this case, this is what? Tangent number 1. This is what? Tangent number 2. So here 2 circles are, one is away from other, 4. They are intersecting, 2. They are touching each other externally, 3. So they are internally touching each other, 1. So this is very very important case, you have to remember. The length of a chord is given by, this is what? Center. So this is one chord. So if you see here, this is radius. This is a point A, which is R, radius of the circle. This is also a point. This is B. So this is also a what? Radius. So here A and B are 2 points on the circle. Therefore here, if I take this as C, AC is equal to R, because this is the radius. Similarly, BC is equal to what? R, radius. Now I want the length of the chord. The length of the chord is given by one small formula, AB is equal to. So here I can draw a perpendicular. That point can be taken as D. So therefore here I can take this as some H. So therefore I want AB. AB is nothing but 2 times of AD, or AB is nothing but 2 times of BD. I can write anything. So therefore 2 times of what is AD? So if I feel it is a right angle triangle, this is one side, this is other side, this is what? Hypotenuse. By Pythagoras theorem, we know that hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. I want AB is equal to what? 2 times of AD. I want AD, this part. This square is equal to R square minus what? This square. Means 2 times of under root R square minus H square. This is the length of the chord formula. I will explain once again. So here this is a circle with center C. So there we are taking, for finding chord, we should take a chord. Therefore AB is a chord. The length of the chord AB we have to find. So here I am taking 2 points, A here, B here. AC is equal to R, BC is equal to R. Now I am drawing one perpendicular. CD is perpendicular to what? AB. Therefore I am taking it as H. So therefore I want this distance AD. AD is given by Pythagoras theorem. R square is equal to AD square plus CD square. I want AD square. AD square is equal to under root R square minus H square. So this is the length of the chord. Any chord, if you can take any chord, this formula will give you the length of the chord. The length of the diameter. What is diameter? Whenever the chord becomes diameter. So the chord becomes diameter. So here it is A, it is B. The secant line passes through the center. This is the major chord for the given circle. Therefore this AB is equal to, this is radius, this is radius. AB is equal to R plus R, 2R. So length of the diameter AB is equal to D is equal to what? 2R. Diameter is nothing but 2 times of what? Radians. Our radians is equal to, whenever the diameter is given, we can easily find the radius. Means radius is what? Half of the diameter. R is equal to D by 2. So these two formulas are also very important. So here we are finding length of the chord. So here we are finding length of the diameter. Diameter means 2 times the radius. Our radius means half of what? Diameter. Number 7, length of a tangent. How to find the length of a tangent? Now let us see what is tangent. This is a circle, this is center C. Now from this point P, I can draw one and only one tangent to the circle. So I am taking this as some A. Now I would like to join this point and the center of the circle C. So this is what? So here it is 90 degrees for this triangle. So here PAC is a right angle triangle. So here we can see the angle 90 degrees. So always, so the radius, a line passes through the radius, or the radius line is perpendicular to the tangents. Therefore, so here what is tangent? I want the length of the tangent, means I want this much distance AP. I want AP is equal to how much? So here we know that this is a right angle triangle. Always radius is perpendicular to what? Tangent. Therefore by Pythagoras theorem, CP square is equal to PA square plus AC square. I want this much. So therefore here you can see side square plus side square. This distance is denoted by D. This is given by R. I want AP, length of the distance. So therefore by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square means what? PC square is equal to side square AP square plus CA square. I want PA or AP, this much. So AP square is equal to PC square minus CA square. I want this AP. What is PC? PC is what? D, denoted by D, D square, minus CA is what? radius r square. I want AP is equal to under root d square minus r square. Whenever you want this length of the tangent AP, simply this is what? Hypotenuse square minus this radius square with what? Under root. So this is length of the tangent formula, very very important. One more bit in seventh point. So there is a circle, P is a point which is outside the circle. From P we can draw only two tangents. That is what? To here the top I can draw a tangent, it touches the circle at A. From the point P I can draw a tangent to the bottom of the circle, it touches the circle at B. So therefore here the length of AP is equal to length of PB. This length is equal to this much. So therefore in polyset sometimes this question is asking, so whenever from an external point two tangents are drawn, what about their lengths? Their lengths are equal. AP is equal to PB. So in point number 8 we discuss different cases of areas. So here first case, area of a sector. First one is area of a sector. How to find it? So take a circle, this is center is given by some C. So here AB is an arc made by an angle x degrees at center C. So here I want this is an arc. AB is an arc which makes an angle x degrees with center. So therefore here ABC is a sector. We have to find its area. So normally what is area of a circle? Full area of the circle is pi r square. Full circle area is what? Pi r square. But I want only this much area. Is given by how much? So for the area of a circle means here it is for 360 degrees, but I want only x degrees. Therefore x degrees out of 360 degrees. So therefore area of a sector is given by x degrees by 360 degrees into pi r square. You can easily remember, you can easily calculate its value in an exam. So therefore this area is given by x by 360 into pi r square. Point number 8, areas. Second point, AB is a chord. Whenever a chord divides the circle into two parts, so in this circle center is C, AB is the chord. So this is small area, this is minor segment, this segment is some ABP, this is minor segment means a small area. Now AB means this, the upper part of the circle is called major segment or major part. Now we have to see how to find the area of the minor segment and as well as the area of the major segment. ఈ చిన్న భాగం ఇది పెద్ద భాగానికి ఏరియాస్ వైశాల్యం మనం ఎలా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలి? సో దీనికి డ్రా AC and what? BC. Now this is a triangle which makes an angle x degrees at center. Now if you see, this is CAPBC. This is a sector. Just now in 8th point the first sub point is area of a sector is given by x by 360 degrees into pi r square. We know that. Anyhow, first I want area of the minor segment. Area of minor segment is given by, means I want this area is given by, so see here this is a sector area, ACPB is a sector area, minus if I remove this triangle area I will get the area of the minor segment. సో ఈ సెక్టార్ వైశాల్యం ఏదైతే ఉందో దాంట్లోంచి ఈ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏబిసి ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏరియాని తీసేస్తే మనకి ఏపీబి మైనర్ సెగ్మెంట్, ద ఏరియా ఆఫ్ ద మైనర్ సెగ్మెంట్ వీ విల్ గెట్. దేర్ ఫోర్ హియర్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏరియా ఆఫ్ సెక్టార్ సిఏపిబి మైనస్ ఏరియా ఆఫ్ వాట్? ట్రయాంగిల్. ఈ సెక్టార్ ఏరియాలోంచి ఈ ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏరియాని కూడా డిలీట్ చేసేయాలి. మనకి మిగిలేది ఏపీబి మైనర్ సెగ్మెంట్ ఏరియా. దేర్ ఫోర్ మైనస్ ఏరియా ఆఫ్ ద ట్రయాంగిల్ ABC. ABC, right? So what is the area of the sector CAPB? ఇందులో ఫస్ట్ పాయింట్లో చూసే మనం ఏమంటే అంటే మనకి x degrees by 360 degrees into pi r square. It makes x degrees at center. Therefore x by 360 into pi r square minus area of the triangle. This is very very important formula. కంపల్సరీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో మైనర్ సెగ్మెంట్ ఇదంతా మేజర్ సెగ్మెంట్. మైనర్ సెగ్మెంట్ ఏరియా ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద సెక్టార్ ఏరియా మైనస్ ద ట్రయాంగిల్ ఏరియా. యూ విల్ గెట్ ద మైనర్ సెగ్మెంట్ ఏరియా, దిస్ వన్, రైట్. నెక్స్ట్ one more point is how to find the area of the major segment. What is major segment here? See here, if I draw like this circle area plus this area total, this upper circle area is what? Major segment. Therefore area of the major segment, area of major segment is given by full circle minus what I have to remove? This minor segment area we have to delete. Area of the circle is what? Pi r square minus, I don't want this part, I want only upper part of the circle, major segment. Therefore area of the major segment is area of full circle minus this part should be what? Removed, APB, minus area of minor segment means this much. Area of minor segment formula is what? X by 360 into pi r square minus the area of the triangle ABC. This is for the area of the minor segment, this is for the area of the major segment. What is the difference here? See here. So here sector area minus triangle area, you will get the down part area, nothing but minor segment area. To get major segment area, what we have to do is pi r square total circle area minus area of the minor segment. You will get the area of the triangle included in the major segment. Therefore full circle area minus area of the minor segment. So up to now we discussed about very very important points and formulas of tangents and secants, length of a tangent and area of the minor segment, area of the major segment. So all these cases, how many tangents can be drawn to a circle from an external point, and how many tangents can be drawn when two circles are given, all these cases we have seen very carefully. సో ఈ వీడియో ఈ పాయింట్స్ మీకు బాగా అర్థమైతే వెంటనే ఈ వీడియోని లైక్ చేయండి, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్కి షేర్ చేయండి, మన ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. నెక్స్ట్ వీడియోలో ఇమ్మీడియట్గా మీరు 2019, 18, 17, 16 ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్లీ ఫ్రమ్ టాంజెంట్స్ అండ్ సీకెంట్స్ టు ఏ సర్కిల్ నుంచి చూస్తాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ. జై హింద్.